Snipers, you have to see what's happening in the cryptocurrency market this Wednesday as Bitcoin is stair-stepping its way down below 35,000 US dollars. We have yet to see Bitcoin take the elevator, and we're following the path of least resistance when there's low volume, which is always going to be sideways to a little bit higher. And we know that when Bitcoin consolidates, altcoins tend to outperform Bitcoin. Notice how Ethereum today up over 2% with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart finding support at this 100-day moving average. I want to talk about the Ethereum to US dollar price a little bit more in depth today because we have August 4th, 2021 coming here, and I'm going to leave this on the chart because this is the London hard fork, and this is a very big and momentous time for Ethereum, and we could assume that people are going to want to have their positions in before this London hard fork because this could be a catalyst for Ethereum. So I want to talk about what I'm watching here with Bitcoin, of course, and then Ethereum showing strength at this 200-day moving average, one of the most bullish charts in the market right now. Obviously, Bitcoin much and below the 200-day moving average, and this is all because of others' dominance maintaining itself above this multi-year support level. For those that have been tuned into the Sniper channel, you know we've been monitoring this. Having a cup of coffee at this 20-week moving average, this is the most bullish chart in the cryptocurrency market. Look at Bitcoin dominance, how far below it is from this 20-week moving average. That to me says that Bitcoin might be seeing some sideways price action as it has been over the last few weeks, but that doesn't mean we're not going to be seeing opportunities on the table for altcoins like Ethereum, because remember, 3 weeks ago, the best time to enter Ethereum was when Bitcoin made this higher low here on the 26th of June. And so throughout this whole consolidation for Bitcoin, the Ethereum US dollar price wasn't at its best entry until this higher low. So that tells us that at any point in time, we could be seeing more of these higher lows, and these could garner opportunities that we'll never have if Bitcoin ends up breaking out of this triangle in the more medium term and then continuing back towards 40,000. That means we're not going to come down and test any more further lows for the most part, at least in the short term, and that could garner even further upside for the altcoins that we could potentially get entries in if we're monitoring Bitcoin's price action alongside these altcoins. So it's a very complex market in the cryptocurrency world, very different than traditional markets. Obviously, there's no earnings every quarter, but there are other metrics and on-chain analysis that aren't there with traditional assets that you could apply to looking at what's happening with the cryptocurrency market. And so that's why I'm going to keep this date, August 4th, here on the chart, because this could be a fundamental catalyst for Ethereum. And we'll talk about Ethereum's price action, what I'm looking for when it comes to entries, and then, of course, the Bitcoin scenarios to watch for. You guys are watching the Snipers channel. My name is Naeem Al-Abeidi. Let's remember to smash the like button, each and every one of you snipers. We want to hit 100,000 snipers on this channel. First, I want to talk about what's happening to Bitcoin here. So let's go into the 4-hour chart. Right now, we're seeing garden variety market behavior when there's low volume, right? Sideways to higher price action. We are inside of this range of 34,788 and 26,000 US dollars right now. And anytime we're inside of this range, Bitcoin can float above 30,000, and that could garner opportunities for altcoins that we've never seen before, like it did for Ethereum here on the 26th of June when we dipped below that $1,700 level. I want to talk about what I'm watching for Bitcoin, of course, but you guys know, if we get above 34,788, now we can start talking about upside scenarios because we have this 50-day moving average here, and now we can actually draw out a reversal here if we can get above that 50-day moving average, but the bears have certainly defended that. And so 34,708 still the major level until and if we get to that level. Bitcoin is in a dangerous floating zone below 35,000. At any point, we could come down towards this $30,000 level. If we keep taking the ladder down, we haven't seen Bitcoin take the elevator down because there hasn't been volume, then patience is the name of the game. And I say that because we could continue to come up here, even flirt here back above 33,000, come back up to 34,000, but we're still below 34,788. That's the real major level. As long as we stay below that, then at any point in time, the sell pressure could come into the order books, and we could see Bitcoin breach the $30,000 level. Remember, 28,000 is to watch, and then below that, we could see a wick down to 20,000, 26,000, 24,000, and 20,000 is where there's volume and accumulation when we look at the volume profile. So that's what I'm watching for Bitcoin. You guys know what we're doing here, but Bitcoin is consolidating. So that's causing Ethereum, the leading altcoin, to see some strength now. And that's not a surprise with Ethereum 2.0 coming out, the London hard fork on August 4th. Ethereum right now is retesting 1980. This is a big deal for Ethereum. If we stay above 1980, just like Bitcoin is playing in a range from 35,000 to 26,000, Ethereum is doing the opposite, where 1980 is playing a range up to 3,400. And so we have this very large range. Don't really, put too much emphasis on this green line. This is just the previous weekly open. We'll change that. The real major levels are in red here at 1980 and 3,400. So if we stay above 1980, that's only going to happen if Bitcoin can really see some sideways to higher price action. That means that Ethereum could be outperforming Bitcoin through the next few weeks if Bitcoin continues to move to the side. Now, if we breach 1980, now 1760 comes on the table, but we've already tested this level once, twice, a third time. So you knock on a door a fourth time, it's not going to be as good of an entry. And that's why I decided not to go long yet on Ethereum, because we're still seeing it flirt with this 1980 level. We can give it a couple more days. It's only Wednesday. We have 2 more days of real market price action, and then the weekend comes where it's more manipulated. So I'm monitoring Ethereum, but remember, patience is the name of the game when Bitcoin is between 35,000 and 30,000, because it's taking the ladder down. So Ethereum is also taking the ladder down. Having a cup of coffee here means that it's probably not the final destination. Could we see a reversal back above the 200-day moving average? That's possible, but if we're having a cup of coffee here, it most likely says that it's not the final destination. So we could come back down to 1760. That's a test for the 4th time. I think it'll break. Now we have this zone in this pocket between 1760 and 1440, where I think this is going to be a prime entry for Ethereum before August 4th, before the London hard fork, which is going to be a historical, momentous time in the history of Ethereum. Why not get our positions in at this pocket if we can before the London hard fork? That's the emphasis of this video, and the message I want to bring out for Ethereum is let's get our positions in. We can even talk about Ethereum Classic with IOHK, run by Cardano, of course, and Charles Hoskinson, coming back and forking Ethereum Classic on the 26th of July this month. That's also something that we could watch for as an opportunity if we start to see more downside. But I just want to emphasize with Ethereum right now, there's a lot happening. And you can see with the Ethereum and the Bitcoin chart, we're seeing strength this 100-day moving average. If we stay below 65,000 Satoshis, the next destination is 53,000 Satoshis. So either we see more downside here, it's not a big deal, or we continue further up. I think at any point in time here, Ethereum is going to start seeing strength. It's just a matter of time. Total cryptocurrency market cap, not much development. Still cup of coffee at the 200-day moving average. Others dominance showing strength. Ethereum won't be the only asset moving. Cardano is probably going to be doing well. So we'll monitor those, of course, for those on the Discord and tuned into our Snipers channel. Bitcoin dominance here continuing down. And then I want to talk about traditional markets because it's Wednesday. The DXY doing what we want. It's pushing down from this major resistance at 92.62. We want to see the DXY stay in this range between 91.92 and that 92.62 area. If that happens, it gives us and buys us more time to not see any extreme amounts of volatility when it comes to Bitcoin's price action or even traditional markets. Because if we get back above 92.62, this could at any point get back to 93.82, and this pocket right here will cause a lot of volatility and possibly make some of these markets take the elevator down, right? So I want to see this controlled and calm here between 92.62 and 91.92 as much as possible. And we look at the VIX, nothing crazy going on, still low volatility. The S&P 500 struggling to come and, really break into a stronger bullish trend, but we're still seeing new all-time highs. Cup of coffee here. That's not a bad thing. Environment isn't too bad right now outside of Bitcoin. Now, US oil did dip back down below its monthly and weekly open, and that's a food for thought. Let's continue to monitor this. Are we going to be seeing this continue the breakdown or continue further up? I think a lot of people are expecting oil to come down. So commodities coming down, that would also assume DXY comes up, and that means Bitcoin would probably come down. Traditional markets would probably come down, and that's why this DXY chart is so important. And with that, that was a pretty good roundup, I think. I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuned into the Sniper's channel. If you want to win one of my favorite books on value investing principles by Ray Dalio, comment below, share this video, and let's hit 100,000 likes, Snipers. Let's see, Daniel Abdel Noor says, all the big moth experts with their moon predictions hide when Bitcoin goes down, and you don't. Thanks, brother, for your excellent lead. Thank you so much, Daniel. Send me a message on Instagram. You want a book, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning into the channel. Make sure to comment below so you can enter into a book giveaway. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, Snipers